Hi, welcome back to Small Talk Queens. I'm Megan.
I'm Kelly.
We had a little week off. Gave some people a chance to catch up. So of our 45 people to watch, the other 15 could catch up while we didn't have it last week. A little impromptu vacay, which Joe and I don't do things too spontaneously, usually. I mean, like when we came back in the fall, we planned our March trip. And then we were sitting here in the... I forget what the word is. I'm a big brain fart today. The motivation for it was the fucking addition being built on this house behind us.
The noise, the hammer. Sitting
here the last weekend in April with the goddamn hammering and the sawing and the noise all day Saturday. It started at like 7:30 on a Saturday morning. I mean, it's bad enough during the week.
I can't believe they were doing it on a Saturday.
I mean, because they're behind schedule, I guess, whatever. I don't know.
Schedule.
And we're sitting here and I'm like, I have to go away. Like, I can't. Before I'm sent away, I need to go away. So we looked and it was like, it's still off season. So up to the Cape we went. Fucking fantastic. I mean, Joe still had work and had class and whatever. So we'd like, get back in time, like after dinner, when there was an early dinner, get back there so we could get on the computer for class. But that's fine. I just had some drinks and sat there and, watched playoff games. So
oh yeah, the playoffs.
Yeah,
basketball and ice hockey, but now we shit the bed.
We shit the bed. Philadelphia shit the bed. If you're new, we have the swears. New shirt?
Yeah.
And we didn't plan this. We both have blue on today.
Gingham is in now. This
Has it
season.
Ever been out? I love gingham.
No, I love gingham, but
it's a little
preppy,
House on the Prairie-ish.
But
there's a lot of ruffle.
Yeah, there's a lot of preppy gingham. But anyhow, it's back. It's on everything.
A bell sleeve? Let me see this.
No, it's a puff sleeve, so I can bring it down.
Sleeve. Okay. I like a puff sleeve.
Except for it looks like I'm a crack addict when I take it off because it leaves a mark on my arm.
It's okay. Something bit me last week while we were away. Got a big old mark and...
That's a ring you have on.
My bling on.
Where did you get that?
I smacked it off the counter in the bathroom.
Jesus, probably knocked the counter out.
I know. I was like, oh fuck, what did I? It did damage. It made a loud noise.
Jeez.
Anyway, so we made friends while we're away.
Imagine.
At the bar. Imagine. Right? Imagine. So
you get it from Dad.
We got there, like, we have to just start leaving early in the morning because the traffic around New York.
What time did you leave? I thought you left in the morning.
Well, like 10:30, 11:15. I mean, because like whatever. That, believe me, an hour later, add an hour to the trip. I can't even. Anyway, so we get there, we hurry up, we get checked in, and we go to this ale house that we like. This, like, whatever. They have really good beer on tap all the time. And we open the door and walk in, and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we just closed." Oh.
What time was this?
About 7:00.
Oh.
The hours online say it was like 9 or 10, and I'm like, "You've got to be fucking kidding me!" I'm like, "We just drove all this way. Like, my God, okay."
I'm hungry.
And well, the owner, it took him a minute to recognize us, but then he remembered us from when we were there in March. He's like, "Oh," he goes, "You guys are the ones that don't like the kids."
Oh, that's so nice to be known for that. So nice.
Because Kimmy, our waitress then, fucking was like, kids. This wicked nice couple over there, like,
don't
blah,
like the
blah. Kids. Right, because they were inundated with the parents drinking on one side while the kids were running amok on the other side during these various weekends.
That is annoying.
We've made it. So he remembered us. Last time we were there, he gave us beer to take home with us, a couple of cans of beer, which was very nice. And so he's like, as long as you don't want food. We were starving. Oh my God, we were fucking starving. It was 7:00. I'm starving. He's like, as long as you don't want food, you can get a drink.
Don't they have like snacks?
No, they have a full kitchen, but the kitchen people had left.
Right, but like some fucking snacks, like some peanuts.
No, there's no snacks. There's no fucking snacks.
Christ.
But we got a beer, right?
I would have been hangry at that point.
Well, then we had to find a place to eat. So then here we are, an empty stomach. And anyway, look. So we're talking with this girl who worked there. I don't remember seeing her before, but she's very familiar. Finally, I said to Joe, I'm like, because I feel like we feel like we've been friends with her like forever. I'm like, we must have known her in like a last life or something, like, because, I mean, she looked really familiar and just as familiar. We were instantly friends. So we're sitting there, and I'm looking at the glassware, right? And last year, at some point of the year before, I had the glass with a squirrel on it.
Klepto.
A brand of beer with a squirrel. And I forget what it is, and I think I probably showed it on here one time. And I acquired the glass from there.
Imagine.
Well, the glass had a chip in it, so we had to throw it away recently. I was very sad. And so we're sitting there usually we don't sit at the bar. Usually we're at a table, like, off in some other room, like, not on, like, the bar side. Or, like, on the quiet side, right? Because we're fucking old. So I'm looking at the glass, and, oh, Joe, I'm like, they had a squirrel glass. I'm like, fuck, what kind of beer was that? And I forget what he said. I'm like, I don't want that beer. I'm like, I was going to ask if I can have one. So I asked the owner, I asked somebody, I don't remember who it was, because it was the owner was there, his wife was there, and then our new BFF, Kate, was there. Our friend Kimmy was not there that night, but we did see her later in the week. So I asked, like, can I buy one of these glasses? So he charges me $3. Fine, I will pay the $3 for the squirrel glass, right?
So I'm sure he bought it for more.
In the meantime, of course, I told Kate, like, later, like, well, the last one we got from here, but I didn't pay for that one.
You commandeered
that
it?
one. That one got a napkin put in and stuck inside my purse, right? But so Kate was like, she was talking to him, and she's like, I'll wrap it up for you. I'm like, okay, great, thanks. Huh. So in the meantime, though, like, before this had transpired, we had been chatting, and we were chatting with the owner's wife, who's a realtor up there. And we were saying how, like, we were going to go look at a couple of properties and whatever. Like, not, like, formally, like, go inside, but, like, drive by them, whatever, because we would like to go there and stay for the rest of our lives. In the meantime, though, like, not anytime soon, probably retire there, but in the meantime, maybe get something small, whatever. So
it's really cold up there in the winter.
I like the cold. I don't go outside. I went onto a beach this time. Last time I went onto a beach, too. Anyway, okay. So we were talking, so Kate has 12 acres up there, which is, like, unheard of.
Right.
She's about an hour away from where we were on the Cape, but her grandmother had passed away and left her this property. And so she and I were talking, and we're talking about the gas-powered blowers of all things. And I was saying how they were making them illegal, and she goes, yeah, in some places they are. She goes, but I'll tell you, I put that thing on, it, like, shoots me across the yard.
Well,
like,
it does have a lot of power.
Right?
It does have a lot of power.
She's like, whoo!
That's why people like using them.
So we're talking about, like, how we want to move there, you know, like, we really hate our fucking neighbors and blah, 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 right? And we're telling her, like, we got, like, fucking Denny Douchebag, blah, blah. She's like, oh my God, Denny Douchebag. She's like, you have a name for him? We have names for all of our neighbors, which she loved, right? And we told her the sex toy story, how the box came, and, you know, we opened up this box, and wait, what the fuck is this? Oh, wait, it's not for us. Oh, okay. Give it back to Denny, right? So then, moving on, and we're only there for like an hour. It was like we'd been there for 6 hours. We're like the best of friends, blah, blah, blah.
You left with
her boyfriend looks like Matt Damon. Not exactly like Matt Damon. But finally I was like, dude, are you like Matt Damon's brother or cousin or some shit? I'm like, you look a lot like him. I'm like, have you ever been to, because even Joe, as I said to Joe, he's like, yeah, he does actually. So we're in Massachusetts.
Right.
So I'm like, and I think I said to him something like, because he's like, no, I'm not. He goes, but thanks. I really take it as a compliment. I'm like, dude, you might want to check with your parents because you might just be related. You might just be related.
You said that to him?
I didn't even touch your boob.
God.
Sorry. Right. So anyway, so then we buy we're progressing. We're talking. It's like a lot going on. There's like a million. We're talking to the owner. We're talking with Kate. We're talking to the Kate's boyfriend. We're talking to the owner's wife. Like, so there's a lot going on. Right. My big family skills came in really, really good there. Joe was probably like, whoa. So we're all BFFs, whatever. And so Kate was like, I'm going to go wrap up your glass for you. And so it's safe for you to take home. I'm like, okay, thanks. She comes out with this glass and written on it is fuck off Denny.
That's awesome.
Which just gave me complete joy.
Awesome.
Like, so we took it back to our room. Then we took it to dinner. So
let me parade it around.
Well, so then we couldn't find a place to eat.
If I saw you, I'd be like, who the fuck's Denny?
So it's a Sunday night. And shit closes early to begin with, and it's not quite open season yet. So I wrapped a bunch of newspaper. Because there's more to this.
Oh.
So she says to us, hang on, I got all kinds of newspaper here.
Fuck off, Denny.
Hang on, this one came later.
Oh, wow.
So I didn't have to steal any glassware. So she comes out.
I can't even believe that sentence just came out of your mouth.
Hang on. It's in a to-go box. It's like in here. So
she put it in
she put it in a to-go box. It's in there. But so she comes out and she's like, I didn't like that he charged you for that glass, so I gave you an extra one. I'm like, I love you, and I don't have to steal any of their
And she didn't say this in front of the owner, did she?
No. So, hang on. Right, so she wrapped it in these like whatever, like the things they put. So here's my new squirrel glass. Can you see that?
Does your sister like squirrels? No, she hates
there
them.
it is. My new squirrel glass to replace that. So I had to pay $3 for this, right? That's fine. I'm happy to pay the $3 and whatever. Okay. So then
it's better karma than stealing it.
Yeah. So then she gave me the other one. Just says Finn's, which is the name of the bar. I was hoping for 2 squirrel glasses, but look, I'm happy.
Didn't give you 2 squirrels. She gave you
the one squirrel that I bought, and then she gave me like a Finn's whatever,
nice.
which
So
is very nice.
them.
So yes. And inside the bag is her phone number, right? I gave you my number. You have to get in touch with me. And I'm like, I don't know one drinking, right? Like whatever. So then the next day, I took a picture of the bag in our room, and I'm like, this is making us laugh like every time we walk by it.
Fuck off.
And so she wanted to know if we're gonna come back in, whatever. Okay, so we fast forward, right? So we go to dinner another night, and Joe orders a beer, a Delirium, right? Is the name of the brand of beer is made by Delirium. Yeah, the brewer is Delirium. I think it's foreign. Anyway, a pink elephant is their like emblem. Like that squirrel goes with that beer, right? And so we have some Delirium glasses that we've acquired over the time. Some I've asked for, and I was just told go ahead. I don't see anything, and some have just whatever
appeared in your purse.
So we go to dinner, and we're at a nice restaurant, right?
Oh,
but the waitress, we're having fun with the waitress. She loves us because I'm always. At a nice restaurant, we're more like in line with the staff than we are with the other people dining there. I mean, we're whatever, and it's a lot of dad in me, right? So Joe orders this beer, and it comes in this glass. I did not steal this glass. I'll explain how it came about. It's wrapped up really well. So it comes in this glass, right? And I was like, oh. As soon as it came to the table, Joe was like, oh my God. I did not have a big enough purse with me. So it comes. Look at this. So it has this pink elephant on it, right?
Delirium.
And it's an elephant trunk is the
base.
Is the base,
the
right?
pedestal.
So
isn't that fun?
Isn't that fun? Right. So all of their glassware. So this goes with a specific beer. When we were at Finn's in March, we were in Cape Cod in March. We were at Finn's at the Ale House. You can look at it, but be careful with it. It's fragile. So they were having a Delirium night, like an event with Delirium Brewing, and it was the next night that we were leaving, so we didn't make it. But probably this is left over from that, right?
Has little elephants etched in this.
Little elephants
glass.
etched in. I mean, it's super fucking cute. If I put my hand behind it, maybe you can see it. Anyway, so we're at this nice restaurant, and I'm like, I can't. Like, how am I going to steal this? How am I going to put this? And I have a cloth napkin, so I can't like wrap. I want to steal the napkin too. I don't want to acquire the napkin too. So I'm like, what? How do I go about this? So the waitress comes over. I'm like. If I were anyplace else, I would not be asking. I would just put this in my bag. But I'm like, I feel like you're going to notice if I did. And she was like, you take it if you want to. I would never notice. But I'm like, well, now you know. Now I can't. Also, I'm 3 martinis in at that point, and that conversation's a little on the blur. But anyway.
Oh.
So I don't take the glass, right? So she said, I asked her if I said, could I buy it? She said, let me go find out how much it costs. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to check eBay in the meantime. She's like, okay. So she comes back. She says, $15. I said, no, I'll take it before I spend $15 on it.
Well, at least you're honest.
She's like, what did eBay say?
At least you're honest.
And I said, it's about the same price, but then there's shipping. I said, so it just depends. It probably all shakes out. I'm like, I'll wait. I'm like, I know I'm going to find this glass somewhere else. Or I'll be back. We'll order another one and I'll have a bigger bag. Who knows, right? She laughs, whatever. She didn't fucking care. What does she care, right?
It's not hers.
She's getting tipped, or it's not her glass. So I'm checking eBay throughout the week, right? And I don't want a 6-pack of these. I want a glass, maybe a pair.
Why not?
I don't want a 6-pack. And so I'm like, you can buy one for $12.95 and then pay $35 for shipping or whatever,
Jesus
right?
Christ.
Some ridiculousness. I'm like, I'm not going to get it. So we fast forward. Thursday night. We go, Friday night. We go back to Finn's because we wanted to see our friend Kimmy, right? And we knew that she would be working. And so we went in. Of course, she's super excited to see us. She's like, I heard you were here and I didn't miss you. She's like, I'm so sorry. She's like, I thought you guys were going to come back last night. I waited. You weren't here. Blah, blah. Anyway, so lovely seeing her, right? So we're catching up with her.
Why are you wrapping them back up? Why don't you put them in the dishwasher?
I'm going to stick it over here. I want to break it in the meantime. So we're only ordering a couple of beers, right? We had been at some shit brewery and like we were sharing some beers, and I was like, well, I don't feel well and whatever. I'm like, I can't drink any more beer. So we just really wanted to say hi to her. But Joe orders, he's going down the list, orders Delirium. She comes out with a glass, for the delirium. 2 glasses, because she was pouring it in 2, we were sharing it, but she always pours it in 2, which I also really like about her. So we have like, and that glass. And she's holding that glass. And I know that she's going to give it to me, because why else would she have it? And she's like, and I love her. She's this awesome, like, Massachusetts accent, And she's like, so I'm going to give you this glass. I'm like, oh my God. I'm just like a
And now the
fucking
whole
kid.
restaurant's looking at you.
There's nobody. We're in the back room. No one's there. They're at the bar playing music bingo, right? Which we're listening to. I'm 0 to so. They're like the bar side, then there's like the table side. We're on the table side. And she's like, we only have one of these. I'm tired of moving it around. It's supposed to come in this glass, but I'm just going to give it to you. You can take it home. And I was just like, you don't know how excited I am. I'm like, I have been all week trying to get my hands on this glass.
Oh, my God.
She's like, it was meant to be. And then Kate was at the bar. And Kate was playing music bingo, so she sees us. So she comes running over. Big hug to me. Big hug to Joe. She's like, come sit with us. And her boyfriend's there. He's waving. Right? I mean, the people in our neighborhood shit all over us, but at least there we have friends already. Yeah. So, I mean, hey, they're a little younger than us, a little bit younger than us. But that's okay. Anyway, we did not play music bingo, and I wasn't feeling well, so we left. I'm like, and so Kate said, come back tomorrow night, I'm working, come back. And we were going to, but then I had something at dinner that did not agree with me, and we had to hightail it back after dinner. Yeah. I was in a bad way, a really bad way.
Good thing you had 2 bathrooms.
Right? Thank Christ for this nice suite we had,
God.
right? Each had our own bathroom. Yeah. Not to mention I was violently ill one night. Do not eat spicy pepperoni before you go to bed after you've been drinking. It just sits in your stomach.
Oh, the thought of that just...
And then you wake up, and it's like here.
Oh.
And I'm laying in bed. Well, I thought I had like food poisoning, which maybe I did. I mean, I was like...
Food poisoning, most people, like, you have to go to the hospital.
Well, I don't know, because I'm pretty sure I had that. That's what I had, like, Halloween. Like, I mean, I was in a bad way. I'm like, I'm having flashbacks. I'm like, I'm going to be sick again. I'm like, oh, my God. I woke up, and I had heartburn really bad and didn't really feel good, right? It's like 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever. So I got up, I get some Tums, right? I'm digging around, find some Tums, take a couple Tums, go to the bathroom. I look in the mirror, and my face is white, which is never... I'm like, oh, fuck. As soon as... If I'm, like, totally ashen, like, I know, like, I'm going to be sick. I'm going to be fucking sick. Go back to bed, and I'm laying there. I'm like, oh, no, fuck. Jump out of bed, run to the bathroom, like, and I'm standing above the toilet because I'm like, I'm not going to get down on the floor in the hotel bathroom. Like, I just...
Did they have a rug, like a shower thing, like to put under your knees?
Well, yeah, but still, it's hot, whatever. I'm like, I don't want to get on the floor. I don't want to get on the floor of the bathroom. So I'm just like squatting above it, whatever. Violently ill. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I cannot be sick. I'm on vacation. I could not be sick. And I'm like waiting for Joe to like come investigate.
I'm on vacation.
No, he was not investigating.
No, was he even up?
Well, the next morning, I'm like, did you hear me? He's like, yeah, I just figured you want to be left alone. Yes, probably. So, back to bed I go, lay back down, right? Get everything back on, everything. Oh, fuck, out of bed, taking everything off again.
I don't think
back out. Well, the third time I just left it all off. Fuck it, I'm gonna lay here, and I don't care. Then I had like the chills, and I'm like, I have fucking food poisoning. I cannot possibly have food poisoning. Like again, I cannot.
What did you eat? I thought you and Joe ate the same thing.
We did. So then I'm thinking back to it. I'm like, well, he had a bite of mine, and I had a bite of his. But otherwise, and I'm trying to remember where we were for dinner that night, and I can't remember. But I just remember we had leftover, a couple slices of leftover pizza. The pepperoni was not spicy the day we ate it.
I don't understand how it was.
So then like late night, we've been drinking, like, oh, let's have a slice of pizza. We had a slice of pizza left. We had a slice of pizza. And that pepperoni, after it sat in that fridge for a couple days, I mean, it got hot. I mean, I was like,
I don't understand how it did that.
I don't understand how to do it either. Haven't you ever had leftovers with like spicy stuff? It gets spicier?
No.
Really? You don't eat spicy food?
Yeah, but
it
not
spicier
pepperoni.
As it sits.
But not pepperoni.
Well, this is my first time with. I don't usually eat spicy pepperoni. Again, the day we ate it, it didn't taste spicy. But I'll tell you what the fuck. The night we ate it, it was spicy, and then coming back up was spicy. It was horrifying. And I'm laying in bed with the chills, and I'm like, here goes the rest of our vacation. It's just my fucking luck, fucking vacation. I ended up being mostly fine, although I didn't feel well the next night either. So I think I don't know. It was just into the next day, or it was just more of something that I was not feeling. I don't even know. Look. And I sent you that shark sign. We go to this fucking beach, right? And it's like, do not swim with jewelry. Do not swim with the seals. Okay. Do not swim with
your face off.
Do not swim with a school. There's a big shark sign, like a big warning.
I know. I need to.
Fuck me, man. Like, I don't need to be told twice. Forget that. Do not need to be. Oh my God! Wait. So, oh my God, the P-Town story. So we go to Provincetown. And this is my last story about vacation, and we're going to move on because I got to talk about this fucking hantavirus that's spreading around. So.
Oh, here it is. Here's your shark. Safety tips.
I mean, it's terrifying.
Look.
They can't see that.
You need safety tips. Potential hazards in these waters may include rip currents, heavy surf, dangerous marine life, including sharks, seals, and jellyfish. Use area at your own risk. You don't say. Avoid swimming at night, dawn, and dusk. If you are bleeding, don't swim. Now that just calls the sharks right in.
Right.
That's like when you're out in the wild, it calls the bears in too. Avoid seals and schools of fish. If you see something, say something.
Right. I have never seen this sign on a beach before. I've seen so all over.
Stay close to shore. Well, hell, the sharks come in close to shore these days.
When we went whale watching we couldn't go whale watching.
Don't swim alone.
Don't swim alone. We wanted to go whale watching. Wow. So I had called ahead to the place that we've used before in Hyannis, right? Hyannis whale watching. Lovely people who were very lovely when we were there in the fall, and Joe was sick and I had to cancel, and there's a cancellation thing. You're not supposed to get your money back. And I called and I cried a little bit because I was so upset because we had the kids running around screaming upstairs ahead of us and blah, blah, blah. And like Joe was sick and I'm like, please. So they gave it back to us all but the $10 processing fee,
That's
which
nice.
that was very, so I've talked, this old lady answers the phone. I've talked to her before, right? So I call her like a few days before we go. I was like, I'm looking at your website and I'm just wondering if by any chance next week you might have a boat go out for whale watching. She's the nicest woman. She's like, no, I'm sorry, we don't start till the 16th. I said, no, I saw that on your website.
Why do they have to wait till the 16th? Like, what's magical?
It's just usually a little bit warmer in the seasons. There's more people to go, whatever. She said that they just found that's the better time to go.
Okay.
So they don't start till the 16th. And I'm like, why? Now I saw that. I'm like, but I just thought maybe I'd call and see if like you had a guy with a small boat, maybe
like
that
a
wants
private
to like
tour.
Go out. So she howls laughing.
Like
she was
private.
like, well, you don't have a guy with a boat. Meanwhile, Joe's like, he's like, I don't want to go out with a guy in a boat. I'm not going out with a guy in a boat. I don't want to go out with a guy in a small boat. I'm like, it's fine. The whales will leave us alone. He's like, I'm not getting with a guy with a whale, but a guy with a small boat. And
You're
I'm
going to
like,
be in a kayak.
it's just a small fishing boat. They're out there anyway. But the babies are young right now. I wanted to see the calves, right? So
the mama can take a bite.
She won't know.
out of
She
the boat.
leaves. They'll leave the babies by the boat and then go down for water because she knows like they're safe with us. I mean,
She's going to go down for water. Right? No, she's in water.
So,
she's going to go down.
And right now they're called right whales. The right whale, like RIGHT, right whales are there with the babies, right? So, and there should be humpbacks later on, I think. Anyway,
I want to look up.
Look it up.
Right?
Yeah, right. So
where'd they get that name?
I don't know. So she's laughing and she's like, I'm sorry, there's not a guy with a boat. I said, look, the answer's always no unless you ask. So I figured I would just call and ask. So that made her day.
Poor Joe.
So then I'm like, okay, we go to Provincetown. They have whale watching. Well, no, there's a fucking wind advisory for 2 days, so they shut the fucking whale watching down. No whale watching. But we go to Provincetown, right? And we're excited to go. There's this place called the Lobster Pot that's supposed to be fantastic seafood. Don't fucking go. If you're in Provincetown, go to fucking John's Footlong, which was most amusing to us, which probably would have had a better meal. So we go to the Lobster Pot. Do you remember? I told you this story, but I'm going to tell them.
Yeah.
Because this is things that you never think you're going to hear in a restaurant. I still might have to call and tell the manager. It was so awful. We get there. We sat for so long before anyone came to our table. We were about to get up and walk out. Like, we're like discussing whether we should get up and walk out. So finally the waitress arrives, right? And with her braces and her Jamaican accent, but she's very nice. And, you know, she walked up, I said, oh, good. I said, we were just about to leave, actually. We were just talking about whether or not we should leave. And Joe just looked at me like, I can't believe you said that. And she's looking at me. But I mean, we were there like 15 minutes. We didn't have fucking water yet. No water.
Nothing.
No nothing.
And at the thing of this restaurant, that's like
It's supposed to be. It was highly recommended.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be one of the best places in Provincetown.
Yeah, it's
right?
not like your drive up dump.
Right, get yourself a lobster roll. Blah blah blah.
Sit out at the picnic table. It's not
I will
that.
never be back. Anyway, so finally we ordered an appetizer, whatever, soup, whatever. That comes right out, because it's like boiling in the back. So we get that, whatever. But in the meantime, we're sitting there, and an older gentleman sits down, and orders a bottle of like a fancy bottle of water, right, like you would get like in Europe, and fizzy water, which I just have the still water from the tap. And Massachusetts water is really bad. I don't know what it is. It tastes awful.
Well,
like
probably all the
which makes
chemicals.
the coffee taste awful.
Oh.
So I'm not sure. Like,
Well, it's probably minerals.
Joe and I
but-
discussed that when we moved there, we're gonna have to get some kind of filtration system because the water is rubbish, which makes the. I can't even. Anyway, so finally we ordered an appetizer, whatever, soup, whatever. That comes right out. And in the meantime, we're sitting there, and an older gentleman sits down, and orders a bottle of like a fancy bottle of water, right, like you would get like in Europe, and this older gentleman sits down and he's waiting. He's kind of looking around, and no one. He hadn't ordered the water yet. Whatever. He's there a while. The wife comes. She sits down. Eventually, they get a bottle of water. Still, they have not ordered anything. No one is at their table. So then this waiter is trying to deal with these 4 women they're on some kind of bus tour or something. And they've got to get back to the bus. But something was wrong with their payment system. It was like one of those things they bring to the table. And so they'd each paid individually, but it wasn't working. So they had to cancel all those and do it. So he's flustered, and I felt kind of bad for him. And he's trying to get them out the door because whatever, they have to get going. And he excuses himself for a minute. And he yells for the manager. The manager doesn't hear him. There's like all this like fucking nonsense going on. And so he goes over to this couple, right, this older couple, and he's talking with them. He apologized for being over there, and they're asking some questions. Now, I can't hear what they're asking, but I can tell, like, they're pointing at the menu. They're asking some questions. And then all of a sudden, I hear him say to them, like, I need to go check these people. I need you to read the menu. That's what I need you to read the menu. I was like, what? So I whipped around because they're like they're in my line of vision. So I'm watching this and I can hear a little bit of it.
This waiter obviously
and Joe is like where you
enough.
are, and I looked at Joe, and as soon as I looked at him, I knew that he heard what I heard because the expression on his face probably matched mine. Like, my eyes were like big, his eyes were big, and I'm like, did he just tell them that they need to read the fucking menu? He's like, yes. I was like, oh, no.
Wow.
Where the fuck? I'd be calling the fucking manager over. I'd be having a free fucking lobster roll after that. So so they're foreign. They, I don't know how, but Joe could hear they had an accent. I couldn't tell. The bottle of water should have given it away. But they had their phone out with like a translator thing, so whatever. So I said to Joe, so what were they asking him that he was so agitated that he would say that? And he said they were asking about like different cuts of fish or whatever, I guess. I don't know. They have questions about the menu. They probably also read this one of the best places in Provincetown to go, fuck you, Provincetown, fuck you. Lobster pot, whatever. Not all Provincetown. Although I probably don't need to go back to Provincetown for a while. I fell off the curb.
Oh my
God. And it's just, the whole thing was like, oh my God, get me out of here. Get me out of here. The curbs are like really high up, like in New Orleans, I guess, because of water come, whatever. Yeah. And so I like tended to like stumble, like fell off one, and like I was fine, whatever. I got to ride a whale though. Like there was a picture of I got like a big whale and got on it, a fake whale. Anyway, so lunch was awful, and then this guy comes and he clears everything off the table. Like all we did was use our spoons for the chowder that we shared. He takes everything. But I know how this is going to go because now our lobster roll is going to come out and we have silverware. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, we need that back. He's like, she'll bring you fresh. I'm like, it's not going to be here in time. It's not going to be here in time. Look, I've been here now. How long? I know how the service is.
Did you say that?
No.
Oh.
In my mind. But I'm like, we need that. No, she'll bring you new. So the food runner brings the fucking lobster roll out and puts it down. We have no napkins. We have no silverware.
This is why Dad does what he does. And I do it too. I hail down the closest person because I'm not waiting.
I was not waiting, and because what's going to happen is there's a hot lobster roll too. It's going to make the fucking bread soggy, and I'm not about to have the soggy fucking bread for a $50 fucking sandwich we're about to fucking share. Because that lobster is market price.
I've also been known to reach across to the table with no one sitting at it, the table next to me or in close vicinity, and take that somewhere.
Oh, that just reminded me of that whore behind me. Oh, I got another story. I didn't tell you about this one. So I said, the guy that dropped the food off, he was like, can I get you a thing? I said, yes, please. I said, we need place settings. Oh, no problem. There's a lot of Jamaican people in there. I'm not sure what the run is with the Jamaicans in Provincetown, but there were like at least 3 or 4 working there. He gets us silverware and napkins. She comes back around. We're done eating by the time she was like, oh, no, whoops, or something. I forget what it was. She's like, oh, I didn't think you'd be done yet because I guess she was going to bring us the silverware.
Oh, my God.
Look, so in the meantime, they have the tables set up in a way that, like, you're not on top of each other, right? Good. So our table is here. Joe is next to me. The table next to us does not have chairs on either side of it. Their chairs are also like this. Good. So it's like you're 2 up to the table's up to the next 2. This fucking bitch pulls her chair around. She's like here. And I thought, if I could just have a bad toot right now or something, just to really put a fucking damper on her. She's literally like she's on me.
Oh my God. Why is she on you?
And I'm like, the fuck? And I'm like, and I'm not quiet about it. I have like lost my mind at this point. We waited forever. The service sucked. These
sighs.
two people are like whatever. She was also some kind. She didn't accent of some kind, but she's all like lovey-dovey with her boyfriend, and
why is she?
And she's like overly talking. Like, we can share it if you want. We can share it, or you can get your own. Or we can like. She wouldn't stop talking about what they're gonna do with the food, and it took all the self-control I had. I had to turn around and like, shut the fuck up. He can do what he wants with it. Shut up. Like, stop planning your meal.
I would have been like, why are you on my lap?
So she's like literally. So every time she talks, I'm like fuck, because she's literally like right here. And so I'm like, there's a reason. I looked at Joe. There's a reason why they had the chairs where they had them. I mean, I'm done. I am fucking done. I got up and turned around and scowled at her. I don't even look at you. I don't care.
Yeah, sometimes it's lost on the person.
I was so agitated, and I'm like, get the fuck off of me. You're not with us. Get back to your side of the table. So you can stare at the fucking bay or the harbor or whatever it was with like industrial ships or some shit. It wasn't like a pretty scenic view that she's trying to get to, but she's like, oh, look at the water.
Was she your age?
She was younger than me.
They have no manners.
They have no manners. I couldn't anyway. So that was. Then we came back. We come back Monday. Joe goes outside. Oh, comes back in. And these fucking fucktards behind us. I cannot.
Wow.
Probably their youngest, but I don't know. The father's a fucking idiot too, so who knows? But they have launched. They have launched a can and a bottle into our yard. Now a glass bottle of beer that we would never drink does not just mysteriously show up in the middle of our yard. Also, I know enough about physics and enough about whatever. If you take a beer bottle and you throw the beer bottle by like the neck of the beer bottle, it's gonna land vertically. It's gonna land the way you throw it. It's not gonna magically spin in the air and land this way. So I can tell from which direction it has come.
You're a scientist.
Right? I am a fucking scientist. So I can't even. I took pictures, emailed the sergeant. I can't prove who it is, but who else would have done it?
Yeah, you can't really prove that.
But he also can see in which direction it's going. So we have a little back and forth, and I just, again, we have to prove it. So he suggested that we get a camera that runs 24/7, that just records everything, so we can watch it. We can watch for it and see. But even then, we don't know exactly who threw it. I can't even. So here I am this morning. Right, Joe goes to the PGA thing today. Golf. Drop his ass off, and they fucking leave to take the kids to school right when we're leaving. So I see that they're gone. I come home, go get the beer bottle, in the rain, trot through the backyard, and I have with a glove on. And I'm about to launch it back through. I stop myself because on the other side of the bushes, on their side, is the fucking driveway. And and with my luck, it'll smash all over the driveway.
Yeah.
And then we have a problem.
You could have walked it up to their front door.
They have a Ring doorbell.
Oh.
So I cannot walk. And plus, all the neighbors will see me. They will get it back in some fashion. I don't know. All I know is if I could just shit in the middle of their yard every day, I'd be like a fucking chimpanzee. Throw it at their door. I mean, I absolutely.
Oh my God.
I absolutely would. I can't even.
Shit in their yard.
I stop myself from telling that to the sergeant. But also, like, this is like Joseph. This is how things. This is just how things escalate. I mean, so the youngest kid, who probably is the one who did it. We used to watch him go up to the fence
drinking the beer
and take his gum out and throw it into our yard. We would see him do it. At which point, then Joe would go and pick it up with the mulch all stuck to it and throw it back. And then they'd all, like a bunch of fucking buffoons that they are, stand there looking at it in their own yard or in their own driveway. And the kid knew where it came from.
Wasn't it like bright green, like that?
Yeah, I mean, it was like bright green. So he would walk up and throw
they
water
look
bottles.
At it like it's a dead end.
Right? Like they'd all look. I can't, and I don't mean look. It's my imitation of this family specifically. That is not an imitation of like any other kind of person in general. So.
Oh my God.
So that we know the kid would do it. We'd watch him walk up and launch shit into our yard.
Where did he?
He's an animal because his fucking father is an animal.
No, I was gonna say where did he get the bottle, but
from the recycling bin that's up against our fence. So, like when we had the bushes cut down before we had the fence put up, the guy from the tree company was like, I gotta ask you about your fucking neighbors. I mean, they got with the Range Rover and the whatever and all the fancy cars. He's like, but what kind of fucking trash are they? He goes, they had like 2 trash bags of trash that they cleaned up from them. Part of that could also be the squirrels digging through the trash. So that's maybe. But again, like this bottle did not magically appear over 50-foot fucking.
Yeah, and the wind didn't pick it up. It
was launched between them into our grass yard.
The wind didn't pick it up.
Luckily, it didn't break. So it escalated, and now we have rocks in our yard, and now we have bottles in our yard. So it's just like what is next? What is next? I'm like, we have to move. Like, I can't even.
Where was the dead mouse?
I was out back the front door, and I told Joe to get the shovel and throw it over the fence into their yard. And I'm like, that's like an abuse of a corpse. He didn't do it. He put it in the trash.
Oh my God.
Anyway, look, I can't with these people. I can't.
I want to see you go shit in their yard.
Shit in my own yard and throw it over with a fucking shovel. I mean, it has driven me to like. I mean, Joe was like, "This is how Dateline episodes come about."
I know. I was just gonna say.
I mean, you are driven to the point of just I'm so fucking over it. I mean, it's their kid that's kicking in the back of our shed with a soccer ball from Switzerland's yard. We know it's him. I saw him do it.
Is that done now? Didn't they move the net?
Well, they've been policing it better, but that chaps my ass too because there's no way that they couldn't see that it's being caved in. Right above their soccer net. Like, there's no way they didn't see that.
Some people don't pay attention. Some people don't
pay
attention.
They fucking knew. They just didn't want to do anything about it because they don't want to ruffle waves or feathers with those fucking people either. They're not going to say, they're just, like the day that we saw it happen, by the time I yelled for Joe, not loudly, like, for they would hear me from outside, but I was like, Joe, I'm like, I just saw it happen. I know who it is. By the time he made it out back quietly, she had called her kids in for lunch. So that's how they end fucktard's kid being over there bashing in our shed.
Right. Well,
she just calls her kids in. But when she's not there, he still has access to their yard, and he's still going to kick a fucking ball up against... I can't.
Yeah,
it's
people
just,
don't like to correct other people's kids.
We can't prove anything. Well, especially their kids, because you correct them, and then you have that fucking oaf of a fucking... at your fucking front door scolding you. I can't.
Wait, we have to go back to something. Right whales are large, endangered baleen whales named by whalers for the right whale to hunt due to their slow speed, being the right whale to hunt. So it's the right whale for fishermen to hunt because they're slow. Due to their slow speed, coastal habits, and tendency to float when killed. Oh my God. Yielding valuable oil and baleen. Is that how you say that? B-A-L-E-E-N? Baleen?
Bailing.
I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
Up in the North Atlantic. But they are critically endangered with only a few hundred remaining. They can reach 45 to 52 feet long and weigh up to 70 tons.
Christ.
That's a big fucking...
Joe, I don't want to go out in a small boat with some guy. I don't want some guy in a small boat.
Oh,
no.
I wish I could have been there to hear him.
I was all for it. When you're in a small boat, you really get to see him firsthand.
Yeah, so behavior. They swim slowly, often near the surface, and can be seen breaching or socializing.
Yeah.
They are filter feeders that eat tiny crustaceans by swimming with their mouths open through dense patches in them.
So, speaking of wildlife, so I have a question. So we're in Provincetown, right? And there's a beach, whatever. We're driving around, and it's like very like dead, like in the part that we're at. Like it's just like very rustic and like whatever. And there's a random bathroom, which is good because I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom. So I walked into the bathroom, and it was like a glorified fucking outhouse. And I'm like, I'm like, no. I'm like, I kind of
Did it have flush?
No, he just sat down. I'm like, it looked really full. I'm like, let's go splash back on me.
Did it smell?
No, but I just was like, it's gonna splash. I can't sit down on this. I'm afraid to pee.
You couldn't stand?
Like I couldn't. I didn't want to do anything. Like I did not want to urinate into this because I was afraid it was gonna like splash back up at me. But I had to pee, and my option was to go on the beach. And there's other people around. Like I'm sure
I'll get arrested,
right? So I'm like, I'll just like run back out, get the hand sanitizer, because you can't wash your hands. And Joe's like, how was that? I'm like,
See, again, men have it so much easier than women.
Right. Like, I didn't want to be squatting above it in the air. Anyway, I was like, something's going to get me. Something's going to come up out of this. It's awful. So
It's
but
like
anyway,
when we're out west. That's how all those
But they're
fucking
horrifying.
bathrooms
I can't.
outside. And when it's hot, those fuckers smell.
Ah.
In fact, Dad will come out when we're in Yellowstone. He'll go, that one's a little ripe.
For fuck's sake. This
So
one
we know to
didn't-
use another
It's
one.
so gross. It's so gross. I can't. Oh. It was nice and spacious though because I had like a whole party in there. It was big. It was
These
surprising
are
how big it
spacious.
was.
They're better than a porta potty because they're like actually wooden or brick or something. But
This was like metal or something. Yeah, stone. I don't even know
it's
what
not
it
being
was.
blown over.
I was just really happy it was open because like at least But so there's a sign, right? There's a sign, and I've seen several of them, and it had a picture of like a wolf, right? Like a what I would say would be a wolf with a hand, and it was like a line through like "Do not feed the wildlife." Yeah. And meanwhile, I'm like, what kind of fucking wildlife do they have? And they do not have wolves in Provincetown. So like
Coyotes.
Maybe. So they do have wild turkeys. We saw them all over the place. They're all over the place. I heard them the one morning outside of our hotel room.
Turkeys scare me.
I was laying there.
They aren't pretty.
The air conditioner and the weather there was like in the 50s and 60s, but we like to have a cold bedroom.
I'm gonna look up. You were in Massachusetts?
Yes. So I opened up the window to get cool air into the bedroom while we're sleeping. Which then the fucking birds are up at 4 a.m.
So they don't sleep. Some of them are up at like 2 in the morning. I'm up in
I'm
the bathroom
hostile
and
with
I'm
the
like,
birds, right?
don't they sleep?
It's why we can't have our bedroom windows open here because then the birds, I can't with the birds. So I fall back asleep. By the grace of God, the tweeting stopped. Well, then I hear like the gobble, gobble, gobble of the fucking turkeys. And they're talking to each other. So one talks, the other one goes back. And I was like, oh my God, with the fucking turkeys. Like, am I not allowed to get some sleep on this vacation?
God,
I just want to have
surprised you didn't
some
just throw
fucking
something
sleep.
across the room.
I finally just got the fuck up and was like, I'm done. It was like our last morning. I'm like, I'm done.
Massachusetts does not have a native breeding population of wolves. While they were historically present, they were wiped out in the 1800s.
I told you they don't have wolves. They don't have wolves in Massachusetts.
They have the eastern coyotes, which they call coy wolves.
Well, maybe that was supposed to be look. I mean, because the picture. I mean, it wasn't like a photograph. It was like one of those like park signs, with like brown, you know, whatever. It has like a white, but it looked like a wolf face on it.
Right.
like, why is there a wolf on here?
Right.
What kind of
I
fucking
think it's
wildlife
for the
do they
coyotes because they have eastern coyotes or
have? Okay.
They have coy wolves or whatever, which is a coyote wolf hybrid, which are common throughout the state. So that's what it is. They probably have a lot of them.
Okay. Well, we didn't see a single one. I mean, we saw the turkeys. We saw some rabbits. I don't even think I saw a fucking squirrel.
Confusion.
And we've seen
with
deer
coyotes.
signs, like watch for deer, like on the driving around. But I've never actually seen a fucking deer.
Did they have moose ones up there? Because when we're in New Hampshire, they're
Moose ones? What?
yeah, what moose crossing?
Oh,
watch
moose
out
signs,
for
right.
moose.
They don't have moose in Massachusetts.
Moose will fuck you up.
All I can speak about is the Cape. They do not have moose. Mooses? Moose. There's no moose sightings in Massachusetts, in Cape Cod anyway. I don't think they have moose anywhere near there. Maybe in Maine?
Yeah, they have
Or
them
Vermont,
in Maine, and
but
they have
not-
them in Vermont, and they have them in New Hampshire because there are all kinds of signs.
I said to Joe, next time we're there, why don't we just drive to New Hampshire? We'll go to the brewery we want to go to. I mean, maybe like a day trip. He's like, Megan, I think it's a little bit further than a day trip.
Yeah, it
I'm like,
is.
it's 4.5 hours in the hotel. We're not going.
There's a lot of space up there.
A lot of space. Not going up there. There was something about on the way home on Sunday, we're getting ready to get onto the George Washington Bridge. Now, I don't like bridges. A, I don't like bridges. B, I hate that fucking bridge. Hate it. It's raining. It took fucking 7 hours to get home. Right? I'm like, we got back. I'm like, I need a fucking drink. I'm like, oh my God. So we're getting like merging onto the George Washington Bridge, which is, if you've never done this, it's harrowing. And I'm thinking like a little bit, hungover from the week, and I'm thinking, thank Christ I'm not fucking driving, right?
Poor Joe.
So, and like all of a sudden, like a lane ends. I'm like, that lane, we have like 4 lanes. Oh, now look, we have like a lane and a half to get onto the bridge. Like, whatever. It's like, it's so fucked up.
Were they working on it?
No, which is why we went Sundays. We thought, well, at least because they did, on the weekend last time was a Saturday and they were doing road work. So we thought, let's go Sundays, because even if there's a construction zone, they won't actively be working.
Uh-huh.
It'll be faster. The fuck, it wasn't faster. It wasn't fucking faster at all. All of a sudden,
You
like,
would not be able to tell that you went on vacation. There is some
Right?
rage over here.
well,
Rage.
we got back, and I just,
Rage.
like, the whole way home, like, I don't want to be here. We're going to extend it. I'm like, we cannot. we are not extending it. We've got to go back. We're going back. And then we get back and we have, the fucking shit in the backyard. And anyway, okay. So getting onto the bridge, all of a sudden there's honking and there's loudness and there's whatever. And this car is stopped. And I think someone's going to out and start shooting. So I'm like, what the fuck is happening? This guy is rescuing a fucking pigeon. This is not the place to get yourself a pigeon off the road. I'm sorry the pigeon's on the road.
On the George Washington Bridge.
Merging onto it. All hell is breaking loose, and this guy is jumping the fuck out of his car to go get a fucking pigeon.
Is he going to put it in his car?
We didn't stop to see what he was doing.
I thought you had to stop behind him.
No, we're next to them. And the lane was like, I don't even know.
I would have rolled my window down and said, get in the car.
We just kept going because we don't want to get honked at. People are aggressive. It's Mother's Day. It's 5 o'clock in the fucking afternoon.
People this,
right?
Gives them this.
It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I can't even. And I'm like turkey necking or whatever. That's rubbernecking it out. He's a fucking pigeon. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Someone's going to shoot him for getting that fucking pigeon. Leave the pigeon alone.
We might be upset.
They're dirty. They're dirty. Leave the pigeon alone.
Oh,
look,
they are kind of dirty.
And it wasn't even the middle of the road. It was off to the side. It was one of those. It's a millionaire. So he probably following the little tracker on his leg.
Yeah,
and
that's
now,
why.
Right, probably what the fuck it was.
The Gilligan's Island episode.
It wasn't
they have a little metal band around the pigeon's leg. The professor puts it on, and they send the bird with a message, but it doesn't get the message.
Well, this is the expensive mob pigeons we talked about last time. Maybe that's exactly what it was, and that's why he was getting out quick to get it.
Hey, could be.
I can't.
Could be.
So you would not know I was just on vacation.
A lot of rage.
I've had so much rage since we got back. I hate the neighbors. I just want to go back. I just want to live there. I don't want to be here. And then I have Sean telling me to call the police to have them fingerprint the bottle, which I'd actually thought of. And Joe was like, Megan, they're absolutely not going to fingerprint the bottle. But then Sean thought of it too. And then poor Sean was like, because I need you to stay here for as long as possible. I don't want you leaving Pennsylvania.
You torment him.
Because we've mentioned about we want to move, and he does not like that.
You torment him. Yeah.
Can I have one of those? Oh, never mind. There's spearmint. I don't like spearmint.
The coffee was cold, and it left a bad taste in my mouth.
Ew.
I got it at 11:15 or something.
I can't. Hang on. Here we go.
Your nails.
I got it. Yeah.
It was mild. Well, you were gone for me. I mean, somewhat, kind of.
Mild what? Temperature or
no,
mild rage? Oh,
the degree of rage. But I was in the CVS. I told you this. I think this was before you left, and there were 4 people behind the counter back at the registration. I mean, back where the pharmacy is.
The bubbly orange cream, if I've not told you before, is very good.
And there are 3 cash registers, and so each register at the CVS now, what you do at the pharmacy is you go up and type your name in and stuff. You don't wait for somebody to come to you. You go up to the computer sitting there, the screen, type your name in. And then it brings up, your prescription on the other side so the staff can see it at their cash register. But there are 4 people, and they're just walking around, not looking at anybody. Now, don't tell me they didn't know what to do.
It's like the restaurant we were at.
Because they know what to do. They know there's these machines, this new thing has been there for 4 months now. They know to look to see who's up there and get the prescription out of the thingy, the bins. Not happening. And I'm pissed at this point. And there are 3 people in a variety of ages. One was a college student. One was about my age. And then, I don't know who the third one was. But I'm like, this is bullshit. I'm not patient enough to just, I'm going to wait for all of you to finish your business back there. You're not doing anything except for the pharmacist who's yelling at this customer over the phone about her insurance, and she's sorry she's not the insurance company, but she can't help her. Valid point. The pharmacist had a valid point. But other people are just standing around, their fingers up their butt, and they're just walking around, not looking for anything, not picking anything up. They're not on the phone. Not even I'll be right with you.
Just standing there. Nobody knows how to work anymore.
Not even I'll be right with you. Just one moment. So as I'm standing there. And again, these 3 women that are at the register waiting were complacent. They were just, on their phones, minding their own business, not caring. I have a schedule, and I want to get out of there. I don't want to be standing in the back of the CVS. So I loudly say, and I'm the only one this point in line, excuse me. And the college student turns around. I'm like, have any of the 3 of you been waited on? And I say this loud enough. I'm close enough to them, and they can hear me. But I say it loud enough because I want the shitballs behind the counter to hear. And they all three in unison go, no, we haven't been helped yet. So I stood there quietly for like another 2 minutes. And I still see these people walking around back there, not doing anything. And this one kid, he looked like he was in college, just walking back and forth, like in like tunnel vision,
Jesus
like not
Christ.
even looking over at.
Wow.
I don't want to look at these people. It's almost like what he said. I don't want, but he's just like walking around. I don't know. He's not looking for anything. He's not picking anything up. He's not rooting through a bin. He's not doing anything, I think, but calculating how many steps he's got in for the day.
Oh my God.
So I say, excuse me. Can you guys help them? I mean, they've been here for a while.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. They got helped.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have to. Mm-hmm. On the way home, we stopped somewhere on...
And then I got helped.
But if you didn't say anything, how much longer are we going to stand there?
No. I don't have that kind of bullshit time.
No.
I don't care. Maybe you're getting away from your
it.
family and you get to stand at the
You're
counter.
happy to stand there for an hour. Let me go to CVS and just stand.
I've got shit to do.
Fuck that.
I want to get out of the CVS.
We were coming home. We stopped somewhere on fucking 95 at some rest stop, right? And we go in, use the bathroom. We're coming out, and I'm like, do you want to share like a soft pretzel? There's an Annie Ann's right there, and it smelled fucking good. And I'm like, do you want to share a pretzel? I could eat something. It's been a while since breakfast. Do you want to eat something? Sure. So we walk over to the Annie Ann's, which is next to the door where we came in, and we're about to go back out of. There's like a kid, whatever, we'll say he's like 19, standing there. And then there's an older couple in front of him. There's a guy standing at the register, just standing there, like, waiting at the register. The older couple is just looking in the case, walking back and forth, looking in the case. And I kind of look at this kid, and he looks at me, and I'm like, it must be like in our blood. I'm like, have you all been helped yet? And meanwhile, there's a guy at the register, like standing there. He's not yelling out, "Can I help? Who's next?" He's just standing there waiting for someone to speak to him.
No. You as the employee say, "Can I help whoever's next?"
They're not going to fucking do it. We have a bunch of incompetent fucking people that are now working places, that mostly young ones who don't know how to. I think they don't know how to fucking communicate, because all they know how to do is and they can't fucking communicate with people. So there's a whole couple. So they're looking at me, and I'm like, "Have you all been helped?" Like, no. And they're looking around like, "Well, what do we do?" Like, they've never fucking ordered at a counter before. And the kid answered, he's like, "No, not yet." And then he's like, kind of shrugged his shoulders and like kind of motioned towards the older couple. Yeah. And they're looking like,
because we're indecisive.
Right?
I don't know what I want.
And the guy's standing there at the cat, and he's looking at me. He's looking, still not going to say a word. "I'll help you." Fine. I'm like, "We're not getting a fucking pretzel. Let's go." Like,
wow.
Shut it down. There's no fucking pretzel. We're done.
Wow.
Wow. Right? And then
so you didn't get the Annie Annie's.
We didn't get the Annie Annie's.
That would have
fine.
pissed me off. That would have fried my ass, because they're really good.
Well, and I talked myself into it while I was like in there, because like, oh my God, like, it smells good.
No, I want one. I want this. I like the cinnamon ones. That would have pissed the shit right out of me.
Douchebag's brother.
Oh my God. Wait, back to the restrooms, the public restrooms and outhouses. When we were in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, remember 2 summers ago? They have a black bear problem.
I didn't use any public bathrooms.
I know, but
I remember.
But they have a black bear problem, meaning there are lots of black bears. They're very used to humans.
I think people understand what a black bear problem is. Maybe not.
Meaning they're used to your food. They come up to you, not just, there are too many of them. So the point being is that they run amok in downtown Gatlinburg, where all the stores are, where we were.
Yeah, like in the parking lots, like at the grocery stores and shit.
So there is a video out. This is a recent video. Look it up. Where they're public restrooms, not an outhouse, public restroom in Gatlinburg, men's side, women's side. Very nice of them to have that there.
Is there a bear?
There's a bear in it. There is a bear in the bathroom. So there are 2 cops that come.
Get the bear.
And I guess somebody had shut the door on the bear, so they weren't. I didn't see the beforehand, but all I see is that the officer is like trying to open the door. I don't know if he has like a thingy with the grabs at the end. I don't know, but there was a quick heave ho, and he opened the door and ran. Oh. No, the bear then finally
lumbered out,
came out. That'd be a hell of a sighting if nobody's standing there. Like, let's say
I would shit my pants. I would shit my pants.
It's like the tiger. It's like the tiger. And what's that movie? Mike Tyson's Tiger.
Hangover. There's a fucking tiger in the bathroom.
So, can you imagine the bear?
I mean, I imagine walking in, there's an animal there.
So,
I don't like public restrooms to begin with. Now I have to worry about animals being in there. Usually I wonder it's like some serial killer that's going to like rape and kill me.
Usually I think there's like a raccoon. If it's outside, I'm thinking there's a raccoon in there.
I mean, like, there's some trepidation going in the bathroom I went to in the secluded beach, that, and Joe's, over in the parking lot, and I like walk around this building, and I'm like, someone's going to fucking get me. I mean, and I'm stiff from riding around the car. Like, how fast can I fucking move if I have to get back to the car?
Are you in sand? If you're in sand, you're not running real fast either.
No, I was not on sand. I was not on sand.
But can you imagine? So, here's the thing that went through my mind as I see these two police officers trying to like extradite this bear. Is that the word? From the extract the bear from the bathroom.
Extract.
Let's say I was the one in the bathroom, and all of a sudden I see this bear. Okay. Then I'm going to leave and I'm going to call the police. I'm going to shut the door, like to the main entrance to the bathroom.
And lean up against it and hope for the best?
No, and then I'm going to call maybe the police or something to like say, hey, there's a bear in the public restroom. But until they get there, how many people do you think maybe tried to use that bathroom? Like there's no signage,
or maybe
don't use.
Well, I'm sure they stood there not letting people in.
I don't know, because you have some shits out there that would be like, hey,
I'm sure if they stood there,
I gotta go.
And waited. When you call the police, you're supposed to wait for the police to get there.
It's wildlife.
You're not supposed to like, oh hey, there's a bear, and like fucking take off.
I don't know.
Excuse me.
But that would really chap my ass. Like somebody should need to stay there until the police come.
Well, I think they have to. I'm sure they did. Wouldn't you?
I don't see any. I didn't.
Also,
because I want
to see. Maybe they waited in the car. I don't know. Now I need more information.
I also want to know why the bear couldn't get out himself. I mean, it wasn't like they were locked in there. Like
maybe he couldn't maneuver.
It
was a doorknob.
They're claws, but they have like.
Yeah, but they can't really maneuver a doorknob. I mean, like the push kind, probably, but maybe not a doorknob. I don't know. Maybe he didn't want to leave yet. Maybe he was fine just hanging out in the bathroom.
It was disgusting, and I would like if I didn't have to shit, I would have shit myself.
Right, if I would have done an animal, I would have shit myself right there. Whether I just shit or not, I would have just shit myself. I'm gonna keep the bear away. I don't know. My God, Christ.
Oh.
So I have more rage. I have more rage with customer fucking service this week.
Fucking customer service.
So before we left, right, I get this little email from Old Navy. They're having a big sale. And they have some really cute dresses sometimes, right? So it's been a while.
Sometimes.
So I looked, I'm like, that's a cute dress. The one was orange. It was super cute, right? 3 dresses for $45, right?
You can't beat it.
It's like fucking disposable clothing, right? So I ordered these 3 dresses, and I'm hopeful that they're going to be here before we go. They're not.
Oh.
So we get a notification on the 5th that they are out for delivery. So I'm watching the security camera. I get an email notification. It's been delivered. No, UPS has not been to the house. And I keep checking. There's no, UPS is not anywhere on our street that day.
Don't they have to take pictures and send them?
There's no picture.
Yeah, I mean.
So then it's saying it's delivered, but it's not delivered. So I'm thinking, well, maybe it got transferred to the post office, which sometimes happens. Mail gets delivered on Monday. We had it held. Mail gets delivered Monday. There's no package. And I go back to Old Navy and check, and it's saying it's delivered at my, because usually it says it's been transferred to the local post office. Not transferred. It said it was delivered at our address. So I try to get a hold of Old Navy customer service. Well, they have a third party that deals with missing packages and missing items. So I'm doing like a chat with them, right? And this thing pops up. Here you can file a claim. So I put in the order number, and it's instantly declined. What the fuck is this? So now I'm on the phone with Old Navy. We can't do anything about it. It's up to this company. What do you mean it's up to this company? Like what?
It's your merchandise.
So this company is some sort of AI run thing where it checks to see, I guess, because then I got a report. I got a report. I'm like, well, why was it denied? Because I've had other returns to Old Navy, other like where like I got the package and like there's 2 things missing from it. Always Old Navy's fault. I mean, like, I think 3 times in like 3 years it's happened. We're like, this item is missing. I got the package, but this one thing is missing. Send it to me. Refund me. I don't care what you do. Just make it right. Won't do anything. So 2 days of me trying to get a hold of somebody. Fuck this. Get on with the credit card.
Did you do chargeback?
Well, yeah. Well, and someone said because you can like contest the whatever, So I called the number for the company. The company was supposed to email me something. The company didn't email me anything. The company didn't email me anything. They didn't email me anything. Fuck this. So look up like my Gap credit card or whatever, because I put it on my Gap card because you get points, right? So, and I haven't ordered from them since like last August, I think was the last time I ordered anything. It's been a minute, right? It'll be the last fucking time too. Last time. So I get on and I'm trying to figure out like, if it was like Bank of America or whatever, it's easy peasy to do a whatever. Like you put in your order number, you put in, you type in what happened. So the Gap card is run by Barclays, and they don't want you to do a fucking chargeback. They don't want you to do it. So I'm trying all these things. It's the fucking near impossible, and my rage is just continuing. Right? I've got the neighbors. I've got being home.
Wait,
the rage is building, and now Old Navy and their fucking third fucking whatever party company that gets to decide from AI whether or not I'm worthy. You know what? Fuck you, Old Navy. The only reason I've ever had to dispute anything is because things are missing when you send me the package. How about you get it the fuck right the first time and not have to fucking worry about this?
There's a lot
of rage. Right? I can't. I'm going to fucking kill somebody.
Of rage.
So, wow. Finally I get on with somebody in fucking India. Lovely. Okay. Give them the information. And I said, all the things. And I also tried to file a claim with UPS, and when I put in the tracking number, it comes back, that is not a valid tracking number.
Maybe so. It sounds like it was never delivered. It was like never.
Well, I got an email that it was on the way from Fresno, California, and then it was delivered, but there was no picture. There was nothing.
But I'm saying UPS is usually pretty good when you give them a tracking number.
Well, the UPS that was trying to do, it kept coming back. That's not a valid number. And I kept checking the number, like, did I type it in wrong? No, I can't even. So, I'm out $45, right? $46.97 to be exact. But, so I do the chargeback, and what's his name that I spoke to in India was like, we'll be in touch, whatever. And I gave all the information. But, who knows? Because it's their company. It's not like Bank of America, Barclays, whatever. Barclays runs the Gap card. But as soon as this gets taken care of, I'm going to call back Barclays and I'm going to shut down my card. I'm never ordering from Old Navy again.
Shut it down.
How difficult can it be? Like the last time I ordered, I don't know if the last time, I looked at the report because I'm like, why wouldn't I get? It's not like I've ever had any trouble with Old Navy. Usually, like the last package that came, I'm missing an item. And I got on the phone, I'm missing an item, no problem, we'll refund you.
Did they have a call service before when you called, like a year ago or whenever?
Yeah, it was no problem.
Oh. So
no problem.
Okay, so it's still a third party?
No, I'm sorry. No. Last time when this happened, previously it's been Old Navy people.
Right.
And I told Old Navy, like, this is not okay. Like, this is absurd.
They don't care.
Like, how does some AI thing to decide whether or not I'm worthy? You didn't deliver. UPS did not deliver this. There's no picture. There's no proof it was delivered. I checked with fucking Switzerland to see if by chance they got it. They did not.
What I'm saying is, I think it was never sent out. I think Old Navy sent you that in error because UPS couldn't find the tracking number, and if there were a tracking number, UPS would have it. Well, then why did I
get a delivery notification?
I think they fucked up on that end, but I don't think UPS would have that tracking number. If there was one that existed, they would have it, whether it was delivered or not delivered. They would still have that number. Well, when I clicked on it through the email that Old Navy sent, I could track it through there. But I could not through UPS track it. I don't think it ever got to UPS. Well, all I know is I wanted that orange dress, and now I'm not going to have the orange dress. And I refuse to reorder the orange dress because I'm never ordering from Old Navy again. Because then when this happens again in the future, then what? I do my fucking chargeback? And that's even if it gets approved or not. If it doesn't get approved, I might have to go into the store. And then you'll see me on CBS News. I can't. Some fucking woman loses her fucking mind at the fucking Old Navy. I'll be throwing shit around, fucking flip-flops and shit. Yeah. God, my God, imagine? Right? I can. I'm picturing like $5, and they're usually in a bin.
Right? Yeah, I'll just start fucking chucking. I'll be fucking hitting somebody with the flip-flops. I'll be like, just give me that $45. My $46.97 back. I just want it back. I even said to them, I said, "What? Just send me the package again. Like, just send me what I ordered.
That's not good customer
If you can't
service.
refund me, then fucking send it to me. I never got it. There's no picture of it. I'm looking at the security camera footage. UPS did not come to my door at all that day or the next day. Well, actually, the next day they did, but they dropped something else off, which you came and picked up.
I've told the FedEx people they're lying. Like, not the delivery person, but
You're lying.
But when I called This was like 2 years ago. I got something that said FedEx, and I was waiting for it. Had delivered my package, and there's FedEx takes pictures too.
They do it. I get that at the end of the day, it often says it's been delivered and it hasn't, and it comes the next day.
Right.
But don't tell me. Don't fucking tell me that it's been delivered if it's not been delivered.
So they said it was delivered, and there was no picture. And I really wanted this, and it was paid extra to have it FedExed and to be delivered on that day. And this was like the late afternoon. So I call FedEx, and we have a security camera, and she's trying to tell me that because it says it was delivered, it was delivered.
I'm here to tell you it was not.
And I said, it has absolutely not been delivered. I've asked every single neighbor on my street because they always want to know if it went, I get it. It could have gone to a neighbor. No.
Well, if this got delivered to a neighbor, we're obviously not going to get it. I mean, the fuckers across the street from us who we've never had a problem with, they just don't like us because other people don't like us. We've gotten mail delivered to their house, and they've written on it, "No such person lives here."
They can't just walk it across the street.
Right? Because we've walked it over. You know what, you fucker? Your Next People magazine, I'm keeping it. Fuck you. You don't get it. I did.
Well, I wouldn't make that announcement. I mean, it's a federal law, so, that you're going to keep anything. So anyhow.
Even the mail person walked it back over was like, they couldn't. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you.
It doesn't mean they don't like you. Some people are just that fucking lazy. They don't want to.
They won't snowblow for us. They're those people. They're assholes.
Well, anyhow,
and they also deserve
I know some people that don't want to go either to the neighbors or go, God forbid, into their mailbox because they think they're stealing something. So whatever. But we
get mail all the time from these people that we fucking hate because they treat us like shit, and we always give it back to them. Then you douchebag sex toys. Bumble's fucking new bedding that they got delivered, which was actually really nice. I probably would have kept it.
That I would have written.
Right? I thought about it. I fucking thought about keeping it.
But back to my FedEx thing. So I call, and this woman from FedEx in like the headquarters or call center or whatever the fuck it is having an argument with me. Because it said it was delivered, it was delivered. I'm like, there's no picture. We have security cameras. It was not delivered. There was no FedEx truck that came up our street, no FedEx truck in my driveway, and certainly no one walked to the door with it. I have proof of it. And she said, well, the driver says, and I said, listen, he's lying. It sounds like he wanted to leave work early, said he delivered it because it has a delivery date of today. It needed to be delivered by because I paid extra for that.
Why lie about it? Why not just... It'll be delayed. You'll have it tomorrow. Because
some people guess that I have better things to do. I probably should have better things to do than to call FedEx and call him a liar and whatever else. I was pissed.
Well, yeah. I mean, then you're wondering like, where's my package? Then what? I mean,
it's bad enough that I already had to go out to the FedEx depot out in frickin' Bridgeport, which is near here, but it's like 20 minutes in traffic. And it's
I would have been fucking hostile.
It is.
Oh my god!
I talked to Mike about this. Mike's like, "Have you ever been there before?"
I know where it is. It's on the way to Michael's.
I'm like, "No." He's like, "Get ready. It's huge. There's nobody there. You have to go through a turnstile."
Oh my god!
Like the security ones, like the tall ones with the steel bars or whatever sticking out. And he's like, and you go into this room.
Wait a minute, you didn't lock the door when you came in, did you?
I did.
Oh.
Why?
Because if Joe comes home, he can't get in.
He'll knock. He didn't come home.
Okay.
So anyhow, so
I told him I'd leave the door unlocked.
He's like it's Fort Knox, and I get it because there are FedEx handles a lot of delicate packages.
I get it.
So you go in, you pick up the phone, you say your name, and
oh my God.
Then they come to the window, and this one had like a glass, like it was the two-way thing. It almost felt like you were in the police department because you walk in and it's just this room and the phone and two chairs.
Right.
Two chairs. It was like something
station.
Freaky.
If you've ever been to the police station, that's what the police station. It's not like Law and Order.
No. So I'm thinking the police station though, like on Law and Order. Like I see the people sitting there, like they go in, whatever.
Oh, she did get skinny. Fucking cunt face.
Oh my God.
She's taking the meds.
Stop it.
No
stop
offense
it.
if you are. Anyway, pardon me.
So she, so I give my name, but anyhow, Mike is like, it is like Fort Knox in there. All I wanted was, this was a different package, but it was something that I had a sign for, and they took it back, and we needed it that day, and I wasn't home, because who can sit at home for 24 hours straight just waiting? And I had to go get it because it was my child's birthday gift. I mean, no, Christmas gift.
Oh my God.
But Mike was right. It's like Fort Knox. It's very bizarre. I don't know what they have in there. Do they have gold bars? I don't know, but you have to pick up the phone. You're not sure anybody's there. No one says anything. You just pick it up and you say,
oh my God.
Kelly Walker. And then,
Wow.
and I had to bring my slip that they left on my door, because it had the item number or whatever. Like, you weren't here, sorry.
Well, wait. So they even left you a slip saying that they delivered it, but they hadn't?
No, they hadn't delivered. They leave those things that says attempt was made. FedEx says an
If they came to your door to leave you the slip, why wouldn't they have just dropped the
because
package
it
off?
required a signature. That's what they're saying. So an attempt was made, but a signature is needed, which I knew.
Is this two separate occasions?
No, same occasion.
Oh my God.
So they left the thing on the door, so I took that with us, but they didn't leave the package because the signature is required, which is why I drove out there, because I needed it then, not the day after when they would try to deliver it again, because also they won't take the signature on the paper. This one wouldn't take the signature on the paper. They need to have you sign the driver's iPad or whatever.
Like when you order wine, you have to sign for it.
Yeah. So anyhow, that was interesting, but it was like literally in the middle of nowhere. It's this huge monstrosity of a building.
It is. It's like a huge complex.
Yeah. And like big fences.
Yeah, barbed wire around the top. Yeah.
What are you people stealing?
Packages?
I guess there's a lot of security there.
Well, all I know is I don't get my orange dress, and my fucking ass is chapped about it because I want my orange dress. It's really cute summer dresses, and now I don't have them, and I'm out $46.97.
I would still fight that because.
Well, I did a chargeback, and now I have to wait and see how they decide. But on their end, it's showing tracking was delivered, but tracking was not delivered. So if the guy in fucking India can get it right when I said like all these things, like the security camera showed, nobody came to the door, UPS was not on the street that day, I looked, all the things. So we'll see.
You should have said that guy's lying. They're lying.
Well, and does UPS usually send a picture? FedEx gives me a picture, but
UPS and FedEx send pictures.
I'm trying to think. So, but we didn't get it. I don't know. There was absolutely no picture, but they were never at the door. They never came to the door.
Amazon gives a picture too. I think everybody's giving a picture these days.
So fucking Amazon, right? Again, so I ordered new cutting boards, right? Because it's been a couple of years, and I'm eating the fucking minuscule plastics, whatever. It's microscopic plastics, all the things, blah 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 blah. And I have a nice wooden one that I have to fucking take care of, right?
The wooden ones.
Mom and Dad gave it to me for Christmas. It's very nice, but I have to do all the things to it, right?
Season it.
And I'm only cutting vegetables on that. I'm not cutting meat.
I don't cut meat on a wooden one. No way.
So I need new plastic, right? I've been researching fucking cutting boards. Don't use glass. It's really bad for your knives, and I have good knives, so I'm not.
Use a glass one. I'd be afraid I'd break it.
Well, that too. I can't be having glass. Whatever. I do have a glass Christmas one with Joe's mom's. It's cute, and I'll put it out like sometimes with like cheese on it.
Yeah,
or
that's what I would use.
But I'm not using it like a cutting board.
Smorgasbord.
So, you get the plastic, but you have to replace them every so often. But ours are like where it's starting to get stained, so like the grooves are too deep. You cut mushrooms on it, and I'm like scrubbing it to get because it turns to brown. Avocado turns to brown. Oh my god, damn it! Scrub. So it's time. And really, my plan was to replace them every year, and I just have been lazy, and it's been a while. So the OXO Good Grips, whatever.
I like them.
2-pack, right? It's rated pretty good. Titanium is the best for counter not getting for the counter contamination or whatever. But one, I don't cut that much meat. Right. Sometimes I also use my kitchen scissors because then I avoid the whole having, depending on what kind of meat it is, I just use the kitchen scissors. But I also, as soon as I'm done using it, like I'll put it in the sink and put the Dawn antibacterial and I'll rub it into and let it sit there for a little while before it goes into the dishwasher. So titanium, but you can't get titanium on Amazon. If it says titanium, it's actually not. Oh. Because titanium is expensive.
Yeah.
And you're going to spend at least $60 for one. And they're like $30 on Amazon. Don't get that. It's not, it's like gold plated. It's like titanium plated. It's not like really titanium. Anyway, OXO Good Grips, 2-pack, right? So I ordered it. Do you want it tomorrow morning between 4 and 7 a.m.? I don't need it between 4 and 7 a.m. No one needs to rush this out to my house. The next day, whatever, fine. Get up the next day. I have a notification from them. Undeliverable. The fuck do you mean it's undeliverable? I go and look. It was undeliverable. We had a problem. It was on their end with the delivery. If you're not refunded by it in the next 5 days, contact us. Well, sure enough, I was charged and it has processed. So now I have to wait 5 days to see if it comes back off to go. And then I also have a random $45 charge pending. And I don't know why for Amazon. and there's nothing because I'm like looking at my orders and looking at my card. I'm like, what the fuck? It's just been that week. Like we've gotten back and it's just been every fucking day some ridiculous fucking thing. And I'm like, I just want my cutting boards, which you brought in when they got here. Thank you for that. And I'm just like, the dead mouse out back, it's disgusting. Like the fucking beer bottles and the cans and the
I hope it
the
didn't
white
have flies
trash.
around it.
No. Well, here's me then Googling, can you get fingerprints off a bottle if it rained? Because it rained, and I thought, should we hold on? Because I was like, maybe I'll call the police and say, can you fingerprint it anyway?
Oh my God.
Like, we'll pay for it if
That's
our
going
own
to an
pockets,
extreme.
right? Look, we have to prove it's them. How else can I prove it's them? I mean, they're not going to come over, hey, we threw a bottle over with our shit beer. Anyway,
We're going to have to go.
We have to go. Okay, so on that rage, we didn't even talk about the hantavirus. I can't even with the hantavirus.
We'll get to it. It's not going away anytime
My
soon.
God, people are fucking quarantined. Oh my God.
From a cruise ship.
People do not go on cruises. Just don't go on the fucking cruise. You get the hantavirus, which is horrifying. And so the Andes form, though, is the only one. Because then here's me thinking, Christ, don't touch the fucking mouse out back. We're going to be fucking dead in a week. Like, and it's only the Andes version of it, strain of it, from, that you can catch human to human. Because again, we've known about the hantavirus from watching Forensic Files.
Well, and that's what happened to Gene Hackman's
That's what happened to Gene Hackman's wife. She got the hantavirus. I think he died from something else. But look, these rodents be trifling. I mean,
oh my God.
I can't.
Oh my God.
I just want to go back to Cape Cod and fucking eat seafood and just forget about these neighbors and live in a nice little wooded area where I don't have to see anybody. And if they throw bottles onto our property, we're so far in that I can't even fucking see it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
okay.
On that note, on that cheery fucking note.
Have a good week.
Aren't you glad you tuned in?
Have a good week.
Have a great week. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.